Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Drive Time. My name's Wayne. Hope everybody's had a great week. It's been a busy one. I'm getting ready to get on the road again. Travel up to Maryland. Spend the 4th of July weekend with my daughters and the wife, of course, and my son-in-law. Hope everybody has a safe 4th of July weekend. It's a good time, in my opinion, to be an American. Whatever side of whatever you think, regardless of political BS, I'll use that word or acronym. It's still a great country to be in, a time to be growing up through, I guess. I know there's a lot of stuff out there that people are, hung up on, this and that. But anyways, drive time is I try to keep it driving issues, so on and so forth. I'm glad to report everybody that I know that have, in these crazy economic times that have bought new vehicles. I don't know how they do it financially if everything is so bad. I look around. I noticed this observation today. As I drive around, I don't see people driving, majority of people driving older vehicles. That vehicle there is only a couple of years old, I think. I don't know how if the thing is so bad economically, the cost of these new vehicles is just crazy. In my opinion, some may argue, I got to have a new vehicle. My other one got me 2 miles per gallon less. And I'm like, so you go 50, 60, whatever, thousands of dollars in debt to get a few more miles per gallon? Plus you add a huge car payment on top of it. Insurance probably costs us more. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. And I know some people go, I wanted something more reliable. Okay, I get that. You could have two older vehicles that, one breaks, the other one is your backup. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking differently. I know some people can't keep up with two vehicles, let alone one. So that makes some kind of sense to me. I don't know. I just think and don't get me wrong, I got a lot of vehicles. Those that watch the channel and know me know I have a lot of vehicles. I think I'm up to 7. But it's still cheaper to have 7 vehicles than to buy one of these $70,000 vehicles but you only have one. Insurance, payments. I think this, as you see, I'm rocking and rolling in the old Dodge Caliber at 230 some thousand miles now. It costs me more every year just to insure the dumb thing than it does. I think my license and taxes every year is like $50 a year, which I think is pretty good. I get it. Some of it's dependent on where you live. Totally get it. I did notice that fuel prices have come down a little bit, except in Pennsylvania. Good Lord, it's crazy expensive. Fuel is expensive up there. I will tell you though, my last drive time I was in the Chevy Cruze, I think we put almost 1,500 miles round trip on that car, driving up there and back. And I think we spent less than $60 in fuel for 1,500 miles. I think that's pretty doggone good for that amount of miles. We'll see how it does in this next trip. We're going up to my daughter's in in Maryland, I think I mentioned earlier, as I mentioned earlier. And it's just been the holiday weekend. But there's really not a lot of news. It's been, well, obviously the old P. Diddy found guilty on a couple charges. I'm sure a lot of people will be upset about that. That's the legal system. He just had better lawyers, or he didn't do it. You decide, right? I'm not saying he did or didn't. I don't know anything about it. Don't really know anything about him. I think people were enamored with his popularity or his celebrity status, put themselves in bad positions, made poor decisions. Like I said, I don't really know a lot about the situation. You know, I didn't sit in the trial. I didn't see the evidence. That kind of stuff. It's a shame. I feel for anybody that was victimized by that person. He's going to do some time. Probably not enough time for the crimes that he committed, if allegedly committed, not found guilty of. Just have to, you know, that's part of the legal system. You know, it's kind of like the OJ trial back in the day. They made errors on the prosecution. You know, it's unfortunate. Anyways, enough of that. The budget got passed. I'll have to admit, I haven't really read up on what the budget. If you listen to left or right media, it's bad, it's good, it's bad, it's good. I'm just surprised and happy to see they actually got a bill passed, and which I don't know really what last bill did Congress and the Senate actually get, what legislation did they actually get done? Write it down there in the comments if you know what the last one or any of the ones that they had actually did their jobs that we pay them and elect them into office to do. If you ask me, I don't see a lot of anything coming out of Congress or the Senate other than a bunch of BS. Again, the BS acronym. Everybody should know what it means. But other than that, it's been the Iran. That stuff is, should we have bombed Iran? Personally, I would say yes. I would love to see no nuclear weapons. Banned totally, gone, destroyed. Do we need them in today's society? I don't think we do. We have way better means to communicate our differences. But there is a lot to be said about, strength is protection, right? If you show a weakness, because then people are just, they want to conquer. It's in our DNA, I think. They want what you got. Kind of like these socialist ideas that are rampant. But that's enough of a high horse. I hope everybody's having a great week. It's Wednesday, I think, right now, according to my Casio. Then, yeah, I think that's about it. I appreciate each and every one of you, family, friends, people that subscribed. I do, don't cost you anything. It just tells me, like it, comment, tells me you like the content, you want to keep me seeing more. It really just tells me that I'm on the right track, and I appreciate everyone. Take care. Have a blessed week and a safe weekend, and happy 4th of July. And God bless.